Guten Abend from Hamburg, Germany. Today I want to announce a couple of channel updates and a few really special announcements that I'm super excited to share with you that are going to change the future of this channel. Before we get started, I'm just going to wait a little bit until a few more people are watching this live stream. If you're watching it a little bit later, then I will be adding chapters again to this live stream so that you can skip ahead to the parts that interest you the most. So let's get started. First of all, thank you everybody who is joining. We already have around 33 viewers here from all around the world. Hi, how's it going? We have Adam here. Hi, Adam. Where are you guys located in the world? Christian. Hi, Christian. Nice to have you here. Matthew James Duffy, the sourdough professor. Thank you. Thanks for being here, Matthew. Great Instagram account. You should definitely check out Matthew. He knows a lot about sourdough bread. He's a magician. Hi there. Hi to Greece. I don't know how to pronounce your name, unfortunately. By the way, is my microphone working? I have a Russian friend who is a sound engineer, and a check 1, 2, and a check 1, 2. Okay, that was so bad. I'm so terribly sorry. Fuzzy, hi there. Matt, Gluten Abend. 56 now. Hi, Angelica. Nice to have you here on the stream. GGO, nice to have you. Healthy Mika, hi there. Monica, nice to have you on the stream. Arlene from Chicago, greetings. From Texas, Christian Carroll. Stouffville, Ontario, Canada, nice. That's amazing. Adam from Prague. Matt from the US. Hi there. So many people from all around the world. This is amazing. This is one of the reasons why I love this community. We are making this world a breadier place, a merrier place. It's so great to just share this culture from all around the world, this bread culture. I love that. Diane, hi there, Diane. Cynthia, Juicy, Piotr, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Jose, nice to have you here too. Chocolala. I'm not sure if that was correct way to pronounce everything. Don Riley, hi from Rosemead. So amazing to have you guys. No, that was a really bad joke. So I have a Russian friend who is a sound engineer, and a check 1, 2, check 1, 2, you know, because from Czech Republic and to check the sound. Okay. AW here too. Greetings to California. Good bread to you. That's amazing. Oh, we even have a Twitch viewer here. The only Twitch viewer, Summer Deep. Nice to have you here. Oh, thank you so much. Highly appreciated. Thank you for the gift. Wow, 2 others from Chicago. See, Fazio, you guys should connect. It's good to have other home bakers, I guess, in your circle so that you can share some bread and so on. Okay, I'm sorry, Adam. That was a really bad one. Jose, I think you only like my jokes because you're also an engineer. Maybe we engineers just have a really weird humor. On top of that, I'm German, which you might hear because of the accent. By the way, I made this one video where I was speaking all the time in the very strong German accent. It was not appreciated. So I'm trying extra hard to speak proper English for you guys. All right. Oh no, Skowita, I was recently fired from my job and your vids have helped me baking. Thanks for that. I bake all day, many times a week. Sad news. I'm sorry for that. And my pleasure that my videos were of help to you. That really means a lot. Thank you for the nice words. Come for the bread, stay for the jokes. Yeah, the problem is just German jokes are weird sometimes. Yes. I feel the gluten present here, totally. Here, this one is for you. Adam, did you do a sound check? Oh, at least somebody appreciates the German accent. Alrighty, so are you guys ready to have some exciting updates? And we are first going to start with a little bit of a quiz and some trivia. I already played this with a couple of people on Discord, so if you know the answers, don't say anything. Then I'm going to be giving you an update on the Microbakery project, which I pulled off from YouTube, but still I promise to give a few continuous updates. By the way, many thought I would completely stop YouTube. Nope. I'm just stopping this Microbakery project on YouTube because it simply wasn't worth it from a time perspective. But still, I wanted to share a couple of updates with you. There are more updates on the Discord. Still giving some updates here to all of you watching on YouTube. And then I want to be talking about the next videos that I have planned. I actually made a vote a few days ago. I don't know if you saw it. It was a really crazy vote. I want to share with you what I'm working on. And then number 4 and number 5 are going to be 2 more special updates that are very important to me and that I can't wait to share with all of you. And I wanted to start this stream already a little bit earlier. It's quite late here. It's half 11. That's 10:30 p.m. We Germans always typically sleep at 7 p.m., so it's quite late. And yeah, let's get into it. Are you excited? Let's do it. Let's start with the trivia. Where is the link to the Discord? Right, maybe somebody of you can just share it here in the chat real quick. I don't have the link right now. I'm going to be adding it to the description later on of the video. I think Discord is just a great way. It's pretty much just a big chat, but there you can just ask questions, discuss with others. And I try to do my best to answer your questions, but sometimes it just gets a little bit too much and I can't do it. And there are always people who are going to be around to help you with solving your bread mysteries, which is really, really great. It's completely free. You can use it on your desktop, in your browser, on your mobile phone. And it's just a great place to receive help. And also, if you are a bread wizard, which many of you are, you're probably making way better bread than I am, then you can help some others to also have fun on this amazing hobby. Yes, that's actually a good idea. I think it's here. Could you link the Discord somehow on your main channel page? I think it's linked somehow. If you just go to my profile, I think it should be linked there somewhere. But I'm also a very forgetful person, so maybe I forgot about that. I'm terribly sorry. All right, quiz trivia. Let's get started. I have prepared a couple of really cool questions, and I also want to shed the light on a few really cool things that happened in the last year on this channel. What do you think is the name of my sourdough starter? First of all, it's very important that you give your sourdough starter a name, because else it will be bad luck. If you're having bad bread, if it's a flat pancake, chances are you didn't name your sourdough starter. And I mean this from a very scientific perspective, of course. So who knows the name of my sourdough starter? Oh, no. It seems you guys know you're watching too many of my videos. Yours is named Shakira? That's amazing. Yes, it's Brad Pitt. That's correct. The name of my starter is Brad Pitt. I'm just writing him with one T though, because I don't want to get into copyright issues at some point, because the real Brad is named with a double T as far as I know. Now I need to double check. So that's why I'm just naming him Brad Pitt with one T. Then we have tails here, minus Fernando. Robert, we've seen him at the Taj Mahal. Yes, I like to take my sourdough starter with me all around the world to feed my starter with different microorganisms. I want to make the most diverse sourdough starter, but from a scientific perspective, it doesn't make any sense. Actually, it's just a little bit of what I do because I'm just such a bread nerd. And people are so surprised whenever I take my sourdough starter with me to another country. What is this thing that you have in your liquids bag there? This is strange. Can you please open it? And I open it, and it smells like a gigantic bread. And people are, okay, this guy is German, right? Okay, we're going to let him pass. This guy is so weird. It always makes the funniest moments at the airport. I saw someone named their starter Vladimir Gluten. That's a nice name too. Oh, Ninja, thank you so much for the nice words. Truly means a lot. Thank you. So Hungry is also such a great name. Okay. I'm not sure if my starter is a female. I am not sure. How would I find this out? Do you have some tips? What was the most popular video I did in 2021? What was the video that had the most views? And there's going to be another crazy number incoming on this video. It's going to be mind-blowing once I reveal this number for the video. Drop your thoughts. What do you think was my most popular video that I made in 2021? I'm going to guess now. The last sourdough bread recipe you'll ever need. Okay, that's a good one. The laziest sourdough bread. I've made so many videos. 1.4 million views. The interviews. Actually, I was doing an interview with Matthew. You should definitely check that out, and also check out Matthew's YouTube channel. He has such great content over there too. The farting video. Which farting video? If you have only cheap flour, not so strong flour, try baking with a stiff starter. It's gonna be a game changer, Bruno. Forgetting in the fridge one from Cody. Oh, the adult balloon time lapse. Nicholas, this video, I don't know, it just didn't pick off. But this was really my personal most mind-blowing video. The one which featured the balloons. I don't know if you guys saw it. I received quite some hate for it too, that I should have used different things to do this test. Yeah. I even went shopping for this video because I only had the XS size at home, so I had to get the larger ones. The sourdough tips for dough strength video. Good one. 5 tips to create incredible dough strength. Wow, Jose, you even know the name. Nice. Oh, Matthew just finished his first proper YouTube edit. Nice. And it's going to be live there on Monday. Please do share the link then with you, Matthew. I'm also going to share it to everybody watching here this channel. This one with the CR7 pants. Yes. Oh my goodness, Angelica, how do you know this? There's one secret about me. I'm a huge Cristiano Ronaldo fan. I like to play FIFA on the PlayStation. and I always win with Cristiano Ronaldo. And for that reason, I have empiric evidence. If you are a male person, or if you just like to wear boxer shorts, you should be wearing the CR7 boxer shorts. Maybe one day I'll become a brand ambassador. They're really good. Fruit fly bread. Lazy sourdough, the Valentine's bread. Oh, the Valentine's bread. It was so bad. It didn't get any views at all. It was a lot of work. Yes, making YouTube videos is a lot of work. So I'm very stoked to see is stoked the right word? Excited to see the first video. Does one get demonetized for calling the balloons what they truly are? I don't know. I didn't want to try this. Alrighty, the whole wheat video. Amund, nice video too. No, but now let's reveal the video. It was the 3-week dough. I don't remember the name, but one of you just said it in the comments before, and that was the video that got the most views last year. It was just a crazy story about me forgetting my dough inside of the fridge for 3 weeks. So not 100% forgetting, because I didn't have time to bake it, and then I was on vacation for 3 weeks. And afterwards, being a German, we don't throw anything away. So I baked it anyways, and I tasted it. And it was surprisingly good. It was really good. It was a bit sour, but I loved the flavor this bread had. That's how I found your channel, with this video. That's amazing. And now, how many days do you think this video has been watched? And yes, this video became so popular because it really nicely played the YouTube algorithm. It's a little bit of drama if you just see the picture here. 3-week dough, and the title was, I forgot my dough in the fridge for 3 weeks and then this happened. Being a content creator on YouTube, you always have to play the algorithm a little bit. Very important. And it seems that this worked in this case for this video. So what do you think? How many days has this video been watched last year? And this is a totally crazy number. Jakob, I personally loved the video where you experimented baking with the ice cube himself. Yes, very eye-opening video too. Using too much of an ice cube, too much steam can also have negative impacts on your oven spring. Who would have thought that? Very interesting indeed. All of the days. How many days has this been watched? 100, I don't know. Inma, 180. No idea, but it contributed 5 minutes and 37 seconds. 2 weeks. 69. 200 million, billion, trillion, gazillion. 340. 120 days. 10 years. Holy sh... Lauritz is saying 420 days. This is a magic number that only few people on this planet understand. This is a good guess. 1,900,870. 2137 would be perfect. So you guys are getting close to the number. Very close. It was 1,125 days. People have watched this video for 3 years in the last year. How crazy and mind-blowing is that? And I actually feel kind of bad about it. How much time my video has wasted of mankind, if you think about it like that. 1337 would have also been a good choice. Or pi. Pi? Please, AW, correct my pronunciation here. No, full views. Complete, that's the watch time. So the watch time is only around 30%, 35%. This is also an important metric for YouTube. But overall, it's been 1,125 days. So, yeah, it's quite a lot of time. And yeah, it's crazy. How many people have watched my random nonsense? Nice. What was you have made 101? I will never get this right. I'm such a disaster person. You have made 1,125 days of fun to mankind. Yes, thank you very much. I improved 5 minutes of many people all around the world. I hope. You never know, right? Maybe they also just didn't like it. They didn't like the German humor. Thank you, Matthew. What was the worst video of 2021? Which video really didn't take off? And you need to know, making a video for me is around 3 days of work. It's always around 1.5 days of recording that it takes me right now, and then 1.5 days of editing. I do the recording all by myself. For the editing, I have somebody from the community helping me to do some of the edits. I would never have such skills. The adult balloon, the worst video of 2021. The fruit flies. Oh my goodness, the fruit flies video. This was to me one of the most eye-opening videos ever, because fruit flies are like bees just for wild yeast and wild bacteria. It's so awesome. The fruit flies have helped the yeast to spread all across the world. It's really fascinating. Seriously, it's a little disgusting, I agree, but it's such an awesome, eye-opening experience. We all care about the bees, but as bakers, we should care about fruit flies. Adult balloon, this is obvious. Okay, the Microbakery update. The fruit flies. Everybody's thinking the fruit flies. Valentine's bread. Yes, that one was a disaster. Interview with Matthew Duffy. That was actually surprisingly good, Matthew. It was one of my best interviews, I think. It's amazing to all, but to some it might not be so good. The fruit fly video where I made a sourdough bread from fruit flies. Seriously, I just also recently on TikTok, I do have a TikTok account too, but mostly in German. I re-uploaded the video. It went completely viral on TikTok. People were shocked. People were asking me questions, and then people were suggesting to make a bread like this with the green flies. But no, that's something I wouldn't do. Fruit flies, yes. Matryoshka bread. Nope, that one also not. Okay. Wow, thank you, Daniel. You would eat my fruit fly bread, dude. Thank you so much. That's so much. Highly appreciated. Thank you. It tasted amazing, and I even gave it to my mom. And then I told her it's a fruit fly bread. She couldn't notice the difference. She said it's very nice. It has fruity aromas. Fruit flies are an underrated mix-in. Cody is saying fruit flies was great. I will keep them as pets now. Yes, you better do. Next time you see a fruit fly, think about the purpose they have. They annoy you, yes, but they also help the yeast to spread. They are being attracted by the aroma that your sourdough is creating. The yeast is doing this on purpose. They want the fruit fly to come. They want the spores to be put on the fruit flies. Then the fruit fly will fly somewhere else and it will spread the spores of your sourdough. That's amazing, isn't it? And this way, your microorganisms, you're sharing them with the world. You should just take your sourdough starter one day, put it out in summer, wait for fruit flies to come, and just share your goodness with the world. How awesome would that be? It would be slightly strange, but at the same time, it will also be a little bit awesome, I think. Okay. Coca-Cola bread. The Coca-Cola bread. I really thought that this video might take off because it was Cristiano Ronaldo hates this bread. It was such a cool idea, but it also didn't take off, because Cristiano, he doesn't like Coca-Cola. The bread turned out really amazing. My neighbor tested it. It wasn't so sweet. It was, you didn't taste the Coca-Cola afterwards. It has all been fermented. Poor yeast. Okay, so let's go. This was the video. I buried my sourdough starter. I was trying to make a video again on the same topic. I accidentally forgot my dough in the fridge, and then this happened. I tried to do a video on the same topic, but it really didn't pick off. I'm not sure if you read the update. I think I might have shared it on Discord. I didn't continue this project because it was so bad. That's why I didn't make another. See, you missed that one, AW, because this is how it works on YouTube. If your video is the click-through rate isn't good, if not so many people click on it, it's not even going to be suggested to the other subscribers. So if the video is very bad at the start, it's not going to work out. How many subscribers did the channel gain from this video? How many subscribers do you think decided to subscribe to the channel from this video? See, everybody here missed this video. Zombie starter. That was so bad. I forgot it. Makes sense because I never saw it. Thank you. 100. Lauritz minus 200. Probably like none. Zilch 0, 1. 250. Pi 3. 824. By the way, I'm going to reveal the number just minus 200K. Negative 1,025. Minus 1 for sure. So, by the way, I went on vacation for 2 weeks. I buried my starter just like that. And I returned. A plant has been growing through my starter. I fed my starter again. And 3 days later, I was able to bake again with it. Isn't that crazy how resistant your sourdough starter is? 2 weeks at room temperature without food, and it just became like new, despite the plant growing through it. Yep, so the starter is as good as new. Nothing happened to it. Your starter can withstand with extreme situations. I was actually discussing with Lauritz, who's also now watching, and my other cousins on what we could do. And we thought, okay, maybe we can do an extreme series, how Brad Pitt is surviving extreme challenges, being put on fire, being buried, being put into a cold place, things like that. But yeah, seems like this concept doesn't work, at least for this channel. But I still think it was a really cool idea, and I love challenges like this. Actually, I would love to smash my sourdough with a hammer and things like that and see what happens. So how many subscribers did we gain? Minus 11. Yes, we gained minus 11 subscribers. Seems like people didn't appreciate this video so much. Oh, this is also a really, really big question. Yeah, guys. LOL. Damn. Yep, that happens. There are always failures, right? And it seems that this video wasn't appreciated at all, despite I was so crazy about it. I love making videos like that. You should try to make the world's largest starter in a video. That would be so fun, and I would so totally do it if only it were to take off on the channel. Oh, Adam, thank you so much. But this happens all the time. So I just learned from it. I learned from my mistakes. So how many years was the Bread Code watched in 2021? So we have Julius, 69. Inma, 2021. That would be so cool. Mason, 150 years. 666. Oh, imagine that would be the number. That would be so cool, but also scary. 1 year in 2021. It's a bit more. All of the years or pi. So just alone, I forgot my sourdough in the fridge was watched already 3 years last year. If your starter will survive a nice bath in vodka, yes, I'm sure it's going to survive. I made a bread with rum before and champagne, so the starter likes it, but it becomes a little bit lazy. Almost like if you are drinking. By the way, I'm drinking a nice Rioja here. Greetings to Spain. So just like with you, if you drink too much, you also become a little bit lazy. Same with sourdough. If you make a beer dough, it's going to take a lot longer to ferment. Things will just slow down. And that's what I realized when making a rum-based dough. It would take me 3 days to ferment the dough. It was totally crazy. So 529, 2.5 years, 20 years. Then we have 1 0 1 1 0 0 0 1 0 1. Okay, you get the point, guys. I think. Has any one of you ever seen the IT crowd? We now have better-looking ambulance drivers with a much better phone number that you can call 59726119527 3. It's such a show for nerds, but if you're an IT person, you are gonna love this show. Martine, I want to thank you for so much of your time. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Thank you for the nice words. Highly appreciate it. It's my pleasure. Thank you. You should make a rye loaf and then try to make kvass with it. You could even use sourdough for the yeast in the drink. Yes, I have actually made a crazy sourdough drink, and I have the video ready in theory, but I'm just a little bit scared that it's not going to pull off on the channel. That's why I have not released it yet. I still need to do a little bit of editing. I'm thinking about it, but I made a nice yogurty flavored sourdough drink. You drink it and you have the feeling that you're drinking liquid yogurt. It's insane, and there's no yogurt inside. It's such a cool mind-opening experience. It changed my perspective on sourdough to make this drink. And I also like to make beer from time to time at home, for instance. 42. Great show, IT crowd. Bob, such an interesting thought. Bob is saying you could train your starter to perform well with alcohol. Yes, you totally could. And isn't that mind-blowing? You can just train your starter. It's going to become better at a certain thing. Okay, so how many years was it watched? 82 years. So imagine a person would be forced their whole lifetime to watch a channel. That's what happened. One person's life was just watching YouTube videos from the bread code, reading through all of your crazy comments. That's so cool, isn't it? I was the closest, 75 years. Congratulations. A whole lifetime. Yes. So, Matt, I don't get it. Yes, people, all the watch time, the exact amount of minutes, and then I converted that into years. And then we land on 82 years. So it has been watched for 82 years. People have been seeing my randomness, my German randomness for 82 years last year. Beer yeast to make bread. That's such a great idea too, Amund. I think that would be super cool. Sourdough baking has become really popular. Yes, it has. So true. Just call 011. Yes, that's from the IT crowd. That's the new emergency number. That's supposed to make everything easier, and nobody understands it except the IT person. He's saying, yes, they're right. It rhymes. It's truly a much easier to remember number. Igor. Whenever I work with buckwheat flour, the dough feels like it doesn't develop enough gluten. Yes, buckwheat doesn't have any gluten. Good point, Angelica. Nice. Warda, have you ever thought about making a video on how to start and maintain a pasta madre? Yes, actually, I was talking a lot about stiff starter, which is more or less the same, except the way how I made my stiff starter is different. I didn't make it from fruits or something like that. I made it from my regular starter, which I converted first to a liquid starter to improve the yogurty flavor, and then I converted it back. Well, I converted it to a stiff starter. So I did this development liquid starter first to get rid of vinegary flavors, just purely dairy notes, and then I converted it to a stiff starter. And surprisingly, it keeps exactly that flavor afterwards. It's insane. Just by changing the water amount, your sourdough starter is going to change. Your microorganisms will adapt. Thanks for your honest laughter. I'm having a hard time with the English. My pleasure. Alrighty. How many questions are there below all? Oh, I missed an S here. I'm such a disaster. How many questions? I counted all the questions that are on all the YouTube videos from last year, and then I divided that to find out how many questions are being asked over all the videos per day. I saved my starter by using the technique in your fly starter. Yes, by using a liquid starter, you will get rid of the mold in your starter. It's crazy. The mold doesn't like anaerobic conditions. And that's what you do when you use a liquid starter. You are in an anaerobic environment. This means you will have lactic acid production, and mold doesn't have a good time. Could you convert your sourdough starter into yogurt starter? I have tried this before and it actually worked. I just put some of it into milk and decided to wait for 2 days and see what happened. It didn't taste like real yogurt, but it changed the consistency definitely. I'm not sure if I liked it. I prefer regular yogurt, but I've tried all sorts of weird things. 100 question per days. A literal beep ton. 47. Did you also count questions asked on live streams? No, not at all. So how many questions were there? 8,700 questions in total in the last year, which means around 23 per day. 23 questions per day. And that's one of the reasons why it's really amazing from you guys when you answer some of the questions below the videos. This really makes my life so much easier. It makes the community better. It helps other people. So thank you so much for helping out. It's a lot of questions that are being asked, and really good questions too, like really challenging questions, like Amun, for instance. He always asks so many great questions where I have to think about, and sometimes I have to dive into literature and read to provide with a better answer. So it's not that I can just answer them like this. Sometimes I really have to research and really carefully pick my words. Matt, they're mostly mine. No, you're not asking so many questions, Matt. Wash hands, your teaching style and video content. My baking has improved. Thank you. Great. Thank you so much too. Highly appreciated. And now goes an award, and I'm really proud to give this award to one of you guys. I think the person who really always makes me laugh so hard whenever I read the comments. Seriously, they always make my day. There is one commenter under all the videos that has the most amazing, the strangest comments, but I love them. They're a little weird, but maybe that's exactly my humor. Drop some usernames. Who do you think this award could go to? The most awesome comments under all the videos. What do you think? Me. Drop a name. You probably know that person. That person actually received a shout out from me recently on one of the posts I did. Le meme. See, Fazio, you write the most awesome comments. You see that? Matt is giving you a lot of props here. It's so great that you have such a strong positive community here. There are some real trolls out there, and I know from my experience it's mentally draining and it can get in your head. Definitely, Matthew. I think this is really challenging, and this is something you have to live with when you're on YouTube. There are always going to be trolls. What I'm always writing is, when I see somebody flaming me, I'm always just writing, thank you very much for the suggestion. I'm not really even trying to join the game. It doesn't bring me down, but it can. If it's not so nice to read bad comments. I totally agree. Angelica, wow, nomination here, Angelica, for you. Thank you, Matt. This person with the Psyduck on Avatar, that would be Karo Mitsu. The name, we're not even close yet. Nope. So that's void removed. Please, when you see his comments, please upvote them, because they should be seen by everybody, because they're just so good. Here, I was doing a giveaway. I was giving away a lamb. And you see this epic comment here, lame post. And it gets even better. Seriously, he writes the most amazing comments under all the videos. I really love this style of humor. The jokes are so good. Void removed, you deserve the best comments of the year award from the bottom of my heart. Here, let me read this comment here on my Microbakery that Void removed gave. I just need to go a little bit closer because my eyes are bad. If you get repeat customers, maybe you can reuse packaging. Get some really nice reusable bags. After they get the loaf, they can flatten the bag and return it in an envelope. It means more packaging, more packages to send. But the mailman or courier will be out there driving around or without your boxes and envelopes. Besides, we got to keep the people at the paper box factory in work, or they won't have pay. Or just score their address into the loaf, put a stamp on it, and toss it in the mailbox. And this one here. Gluten Tag, which video would you be most excited to see next? Try stupid scoring. Like, what if you scored the bottom of the loaf instead of the top? Or what if you slice the loaf right in half? Imagine that. You're making a bread dough. Oh, my eyes hurt. You're making a bread dough and you just do some really stupid scoring. That would be such a waste, but it would be so funny to see. I really wanted to try this, but I'm not sure if this is gonna be a successful video on the channel. I'm sorry, my eyes, I had to laugh too much. Oh, this was so good. And all of the comments from Void Removed are like that. And here, I lost the bet, so I had to post this ugly picture of me. I wish it was only the angle. When you go skinny dipping, there's only one place to keep Brad Pitt safe. Warm and out of the sunshine. Wow. You should name your Microbakery Airborne Bread. That's a good idea too. Awesome username here. Question: toilet paper matters. Bread code. I'm experimenting with cold rising Caputo pizza dough with fresh yeast. At what fridge temperature does the dough fully stop rising? At what temperature does the taste develop? Stop. So everything below 4 degrees Celsius, I don't have the Fahrenheit value right now. I think it's around 40 Fahrenheit. Everything below that, fermentation is going to stop. If you're just a little bit above, it can take 2 weeks for your dough to be ready. So you better be sure what you're doing. Make sure that your dough doesn't dry out in the same time. Okay. so many great comments from Void Removed. Seriously, thank you. This always makes my day whenever I read the comments. Keep them going, please. And by the way, I offered a free merch article for one thing, and I think you won it, but you never got back to me. So I'm not sure if you're actually reading my comments back to you. But seriously, if you watch this, then do reach out to me via email, because you totally deserve a nice merch article, and you actually won it even. You were lucky. I think out of 100, you won it. So it's yours. Just send me a message. I'm even going to put something else in the package for you, because yeah, this is so good. Because we all love you and we want to listen to the German jokes. It reminds me of my Uncle Herbert, but those were pretty bad. I laugh with yours. Thank you. That means a lot. Okay, so this was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed the channel trivia and quiz. And now I just wanted to share a few updates on the Microbakery. So now it gets a little bit more serious. Yes, same here, but it's good now. I had eye surgery also last year, so I'm no longer wearing glasses. The problem, though, is I'm not looking smart anymore. People think I'm stupid because I'm not wearing glasses. It's really a big disadvantage. So I'm thinking to wear fake glasses. Maybe that helps. Yes, that was mentioned as the worst video of last year. Microbakery updates. I have been baking a lot of bread in the past weeks. This has kept me very, very busy. And those are the par-baked loaves. So I bake them for around 30 minutes. Then they're already cooked. And then I store them in an airtight container and I send them out via mail. And then the person receiving them just has to heat them up one more time to enjoy really delicious bread. That's the idea. That's what I wanted to do as a bakery. I didn't want to have a store. I just wanted to send bread around Germany and maybe the world at some point. And I showed you how to make this bread. I open sourced everything. You can see everything. So if this concept is interesting to you, you can just take my concept, open it up in your own country, in your own city. I'm not going to charge you for anything. It's something I would love for more people to do around the world, because you will be baking amazing bread to everybody around you. And that was the business idea that I wanted to test and share some updates on the channel. The videos didn't take off, but I figured I'd just share a real quick update here to the most loyal viewers. So 30 plus breads have been shipped so far, and they have all been really good except one. One time the feedback has been, this has been the most sour bread I've ever tasted. It has been terrible, way too sour. And this person has been on a quest to make more sour bread, but this bread was just way too sour for that person. And I actually think I know why. And I didn't think of this before. When you are making dough, when you're baking the dough, the water evaporates. And when you are above 100 degrees Celsius temperature, the lactic acid evaporates. At 120 degrees Celsius or 118, the acetic acid evaporates. This is what makes your bread sour. Now, by only baking it for 30 minutes, of course, I don't have the full 45 minutes. Not all that acidity evaporates, so it's still quite high in acidity. This means when you only not fully heat it up again afterwards, it will just take too much time. The acidity will still be inside of the bread, so it's going to be very, very sour. So that's actually a crazy trick. I'm not sure if I have the time, but then I wanted to test. If you're a chaser of acidity, this is now going to be crazy. Bake your bread twice. Baking a bread twice could make it way more sour, because on the second bake, you don't heat it up as much as on the first bake. Crazy, right? That's so cool. And I think that explains also why in the other review that I had that I shared on the channel, it was a little perceived as too sour. But other than that, the other people loved the bread. I think this is really a really good trick to know, something definitely worth exploring. Oh, and yeah, this is sort of my signature bread. It has relatively nice oven spring. It's a wheat-based dough. You can see those blisters here. They just add an extra layer of crispness when you take a slice. Seriously, you take a slice and it's like crisp. It's so good, so delicious. I used carbon neutral shipping, so no additional CO2 has been added. Well, I think it's subsidized, I think. But still, baking in a home oven is probably also not so efficient from that perspective. But yeah. I tried a partnership with a local bakery because in Germany, the laws are relatively challenging. You need to have a certain degree. It takes some time to get that. So my idea was try to partner up with a local bakery. I have had mixed success on this topic. I tried to reach out to a famous local bakery, and there were some internet troubles. Well, I was there in the meeting. The other person, not the CEO, not. Well, he was there, but the camera didn't work. And then 5 minutes later, I just decided to call his office via phone. I only reached the secretary, and then he said, I don't have time anymore to talk to you. And then I was thinking, okay, seriously, your tech didn't work, mine worked, and now you don't have time to talk to me anymore. Yeah, it was a little bit disappointing. I gotta say, some people just take themselves way too serious. So I will not be giving up. I will still be searching for a couple of other partnerships. I will be exploring all the options because I think based on this feedback, I can put a check mark on this concept. This is a business model that could totally work. I wouldn't probably have the time to fully do this on my own because I still want to produce content. I don't want to work in a bakery all day, but with the right partnership, maybe I could develop this even further. Those look good. 75 to 80% hydration rate. Yes, they were at around 80% hydration, those doughs. Yeah, so that's the update on the Microbakery. Now the next videos. The next video that's going to come out is I'm going to revamp my sourdough starter tutorial. Reason being, since I last published the video, I have learned so many new things. My process is now way simpler, and I want to share all those updates with you because I think they will help you to make better bread. They will help you to get a better understanding so that you can apply all this knowledge at home to make better bread at home. A really small video that I'm going to just put in there between is the weirdest but best way to make sourdough bread. A little bit clickbaity, but the idea is, I'm going to spoiler it to you already. The idea is you just make a sourdough starter and you bake your sourdough starter in the pan. Or you make a bread dough and the starter that you don't use, you just bake it in the pan. And seriously, I tried this. And it's so easy. You don't need anything. You don't even need an oven. You can just bake it like that. And it makes you excellent bread. Very, very delicious, nutritious bread. Super, super, super amazing. I've been doing that a few times now. Just my leftover starter that I don't use. I put it on a piece of parchment paper. And then I put it in a pan, heat it up a little bit. At some point, flip it over, bake it a bit more, cut it into small pieces, add some olive oil, some salt, some garlic. Super amazing bread. And I just want to share that with you because I think that might be something that you could also use when you go camping, for instance, and so on. Similar to the cave bread video that I recently published. Revamp my sourdough bread tutorial. Yes, there's this one video that some of you may have seen, the last sourdough bread recipe you will ever need. And I'm going to revamp that too with all my new knowledge. It's going to be way, way simpler. Some of the steps with all the experiments, I figured they're no longer needed. So it's going to be way simpler, way easier, and it's going to enable everyone around the world to bake amazing sourdough bread. So I'm super excited to be working on this video. It's going to take some time, but it will be so worth it. And then number 4, I accidentally let my dough fall on the ground, and then this happened. Just a random idea I had. imagine, based also a little bit on Void Removed's ideas, you would just make a bread fermented for 30 hours or so, and then you just trip in the kitchen and your dough falls on the floor. I already see myself, shocking face, dough on the floor. Maybe I even step on it. Yes, I don't know. And then you try to bake it. It would be it would hurt to watch this video, but it could be fun. It would be a lot of drama. Yes, I'll also be updating the blog. I have been working a lot on the blog to update it. So that's just the breadcode.io, my homepage. Check out the blog. There are some other recipes in written form on it. This is such an amazing idea. Maybe we could just really turn it into a pizza, but I don't think we can spoiler this in the title of the video. My dough fell on the floor and then this happened. I think that should be the title. And actually, we make an amazing pizza out of it. I think that would be so cool. Came for the dough, stayed for the pizza. Yes, Van Helsing, when you make pan bread, add salt, definitely. So I added the salt later. You definitely have to do that, else it's not going to taste so well. Korean sourdough breads, also interesting ideas. Road pizza. Oh, and then number 5. This happened after discussion with Peter from Discord. He's a microbiologist. And we were talking about how you can get rid of smelly odors. And I'm using this one powder which ferments your sweat, so you don't have to use too much deodorant. And the idea was, what if you were to just bath your feet in sourdough starter? Would it help to add more microorganisms? Because now when you shower, you always get rid of a lot of your natural microorganisms, and that's why your feet may be smelly. So I would do an A/B test. I would bath one foot in my sourdough starter and then the other foot not, to do an A/B test. And then I would be doing a lot of sports, which I normally don't do. So I'm going to sweat a lot. And then I'm going to try to collect that odor and have another person validate which feet smell less. It's a slightly crazy idea, I admit. Making pizza tonight with your recipe. Good luck. Nothing beats a good pizza. You'll be floured when you see what this dough turned into. Great idea. So yeah, let me know in the comments which videos you're interested. If you have other crazy ideas, please do share them. I would appreciate that a lot. So just a brief overview of what I plan to do. I'm still not so sure on 4 and 5. Let's see about that. Luis Diego Hernandez. Luis, hope all is good. We have been colleagues at a major company before together. Still see testing stuff. Yes. Nice. Oh, and yes, my starter maintenance, or my starter video is going to contain a lot of revamped flowcharts. Like here, for instance, how do you do proper starter maintenance? Do you bake the next day? Or baking in the next 2 weeks? You have a freezer, all of those things. Or your starter has been depleted here right on the left. You can, in fact, just take a tiny bit of your dough after the bulk fermentation and use that to feed your next starter. That's totally okay. And I'm going to be putting that all into some sort of flow chart so that it's a little bit easier to see. There are so many different options of what you could do. It's hard for me to put all into a video, but I'm hoping that my flow charts will just give you ideas of what you could do in theory. There's no such thing as a fixed process. This always depends on what you want, and it changes, of course, with which tools you have. So yeah. Some smelly feet issues can be caused by yeast, so that's fun experiments. I agree. It would be super fun. So my special announcement number 1. This is what some of you might have been waiting for. What do you think is this going to be? Special announcement number 1. Who has some rumors? Have there been rumors? It's going to be big. Who thinks, who knows what's going to happen next? You're starting a sandwich channel. You will be married soon. I want your pan. Sourdough method bagel making tips. Collab. Bread shop officially opening. You're getting married. Bun in the oven. Babies on the way. Sourdough babies, maybe. Hendrik will found the sourdough bread party, which will win the next German election. Yes, let's not dive too much into politics, but maybe this might make things better. You're gonna have a baby bread. I work at nights in the hospital, so it's hard to feed my stutter and make bread on the weekends. A flowchart would be amazing to keep things simple and revive my stutter when I don't take care of it. Yes, Mason, that's going to be exactly in the next video. All of this information that you need. For the gluten-free crowd, from Marky, how to deflour your stutter. Wedding. What was the baking pot called? The special one where it makes your bread all magic. Okay, so interesting thoughts here. I need to give you guys a little bit of a background story here. So how this channel was initially created. I'm a software engineer, and software is a lot about writing public knowledge, open source. Whatever system you're using, there's always open source inside. And a couple of years ago, 4 years ago, I published my recipes on an open source website called GitHub. And I don't know why, but people really appreciated my methodology on making sourdough bread. So I've been sharing some of my early recipes over there, and it really went big. And then to just explain a few things, I added videos to my YouTube channel. And I don't know how this happened, but then now I'm doing this 2 days per week. And then I also made another repository just for pizza dough, where I shared step by step how to make the perfect pizza dough with all the important information that you need. Great comments here. Thanks so much. New oven, better than a marriage. Brett DevOps, Paul Hollywood, a book. Why? Why have I been doing this? Because I believe that everybody on this planet should be able to bake bread. I want to enable everybody, which is very important to me. I want to make content that is available to everybody. And that's why I'm going to be working, hopefully with your help, I'm hopefully going to be working on a book which I will be calling The Sourdough Framework. It's not going to be a collection of recipes. I'm sorry. It's just going to be a written version of my videos with all the gotchas and important details that are important for you to master making sourdough bread. So it's more of a framework, and after studying this framework, you will be able to make amazing bread. You can take all the recipes, follow whatever recipe book you have, and use the techniques from this book. And it's going to be free. This book is going to be free. And that's the important announcement. I don't want to make a book that's paid. I will be writing a book that's going to be completely free. And I want to do that because I believe that this knowledge is essential for everybody around the world, and not everybody is going to be able to afford buying a book. Yes, there might be a hardcover version out, but that's also, of course, going to cost a little bit of money. But the basic version of this book is going to be free, and everybody is going to be able to use it. It's something you can read on your whatever device you have. It's going to be the ultimate source of knowledge, the ultimate sourdough framework. Yes, similar to Trevor J. Wilson's book, exactly, but mostly focusing on a framework, a set of tools, not a recipe. What about a bread framework for the command line interface? Thank you so much, guys. And I need your help, though, on making this dream a reality. The book will be free. Yes. Oh my goodness, it will be free. Help me, help my dream to become reality. I actually just today published the first GitHub repository on this. And oops, I duplicated the slide. Yes. What I want to do is, because it's free, I'm not going to be earning any money from this. I have started a small campaign to fund me writing the first part of this book. And I'm asking for you guys, if you're interested in this book, to support me on writing this book, because I will need to take some time off from YouTube. So there's going to be less videos, which means I'll be making less money. I might also have to take off some time from work. I have to also pay some people to help me with the design. I have to pay somebody to check through my German language, because it's not proper English that I'm writing. It's weird language. And it's going to be a community-driven book. So part 1 is just going to be motivation, the history of sourdough starters. What is a sourdough starter? Enzymes in the flour. It still needs a little bit of tweaking and refinement. And it's also something that you can decide. And I'm asking you, if you guys are interested, you can pledge some money to this project, and we could make this become a reality. So it's just going to be first writing the first chapter. And I think that's also important, because when you're building a software, you're always trying to do a minimum viable product. So I'll be starting just with the first part of the book. And then we can reassess, we can decide which chapters we want next, which content we want there to be in, and we can prioritize on what we think is best. Oh, that would be so awesome. I could help you with English editing. This is so good. I'm also thinking that maybe we should name the book, the Sourdough Framework, a community book or something like this, just to show that you have supported me. And everybody who has given a little bit of money to fund this project is, of course, going to be mentioned in this project for making this possible. I'm also thinking about a couple of perks depending on how much money you give, but still, I don't want to be too busy to give out perks. I just want to make this book a reality. And I'm also hoping that this is going to help me to create something more long-term, something that's not just a video that's going to be watched for 2 weeks. I'm hoping that this book is going to be still read in 2 years, in 10 years from now. People will go to this book, will read this book, will know how to make perfect sourdough bread with this framework. And it's going to be, I hope, that this will change the world to a better place. And that's why I'm making this completely free. Of course, you might think free is not so good, but still, I think something like this, it shouldn't cost money. Everybody should have this knowledge. I'm going to be sharing the link. Yes, right. You will, of course, get the book as a reward, because it's going to be free. And I forgot to share the link right now. I'm going to be sharing it in the comments right now. It's ko-fi.com/thebreadcode. I'll also be sharing it in the description a little bit later. So I'm super excited. Maybe we can make this possible, get a little bit of funding to see if people are actually interested in this. And then it's going to be a kick-ass book that's also going to be updated continuously. That's also what I like about this idea. We could be using GitHub to write this book together. You can provide some feedback and so on. It's going to be a really, really cool book. And that's also why I want to revamp my starter tutorial and my main sourdough bread tutorial, because with this knowledge, it's a good basis to write the first chapters of the book. Yeah. Thank you so much. Truly means a lot from all of you to hear that you like this idea. I've thought about this for a while, but I think now it's the time. I want to make something that's going to be a long-term thing to help everybody around the world to make better bread. And that's why it should be free. And your support is highly appreciated. Special announcement number 2. My dream. Okay, I had to share those pictures of me on vacation. I always love sharing. I love putting this in presentations because it makes people laugh. Unfortunately, here on the left-hand side, this wasn't only the angle. Here in the middle, I'm in Madrid eating a really nice calamari sandwich. And here on the right-hand side, I'm in Mexico. I'm not such an Instagram person. I think you should focus on your vacation, not on Instagram. So I was just making some fun of some Instagram pictures there. I'm really proud of the picture on the bottom bottom right side. Only fans, only Bretts. So I love making great content. That's my dream. And I, of course, right now I'm doing this for 2 days per week. And maybe hopefully at some point I can be doing this full time. And the problem that I'm having is with YouTube as a platform, it's a big part of my income, is I'm bound by the restrictions that I'm having because, for instance, the video that I mentioned on I buried my stutter, or I want to make a video on on the sourdough drink and things like that. They're not going to take off so much on YouTube. And that's a problem because this is the stuff that I'm interested in. I'm interested in crazy stuff, but it feels like it might not always work on YouTube. And that's why I've started this Ko-Fi page where you can always, if you like, you can buy me a pack of flour if you want to support the cause. And furthermore, I have also started to introduce a couple of memberships if in case you're interested, to show your support of the channel. It's not a lot. And please, if you don't have the money, please, that's totally okay. You can also always help me by just commenting on some of the videos, things like that. That also totally helps. But this is going to help me to build a more stable source of income so that I can hopefully produce videos for you full time. There's going to be some perks associated to this. For instance, after 6 months of a membership, you'll get a free Brad Pitt stutter. After 12 months, you get a free merch article, and so on. And all of the packages, you will receive my eternal gratitude. Thank you so much. And I feel like a bad beggar now. I'm sorry. Also, I have been selling some of my stutter Brad Pitt recently. This is back on sale on Ko-Fi. You can also buy some of Brad Pitt. I'm still working a little bit on the logistics. Somebody from the community is helping me here to ship the stutter in the US because previously shipping worldwide 10 euro is quite expensive. It was even more expensive. Please note that it's not going to be delivered right away. It will take a little bit of time because I'm trying to batch the orders together. I'm only working 2 days per week on the YouTube videos, and I'm trying to keep things focused. So I'm going to be doing this monthly from my side. And of course, you can also, if you like, you can, there's a way you can commission. There's going to be a menu where you can ask for custom work. If you have a question and you would like my answer, that's super cool. I can also give you a detailed bread review with a video. So please also do check that out. And the link for everything, here it is, a little bit too late. The breadcode.io, buy me flour. And yeah, I truly appreciate. Why not a Patreon? I figured also Patreon, but Patreon takes 10% of all the earnings. And here I'm paying 0% as a commission. And plus, I really like the concept of buy me flour. It's not like a membership. It doesn't feel so strong. I think a membership feels quite strong, actually. But by just buying, normally you buy a coffee, but now you can buy me a pack of flour. I think that's a way easier and way nicer metaphor. But still, you guys, you can always support me by just helping me with commenting on the videos. That means a lot too. And all the nice words. I really appreciate that. And one more time, I think this was the biggest announcement of today. The rest was just blah, blah. The sourdough framework. Let's make this project come true. That would mean really a lot to me. So that's it for now with the updates of this channel. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. I'm just going to be staying in a little bit here, reading your comments, what you have to say. I'm very excited what you have to say. Matthew is saying, I hope you get full time, my friend. I'm pushing for the same thing myself over here. I can't wait for you to get it. Thank you so much, Matthew. Yes, maybe at some point. I really like enabling people all around the world to make better bread. It's my dream come true. It's so good. Everybody starts to eat better, healthier bread. That's amazing. Props for using dash case in URLs. Thank you. I love your blah blah talk. Thank you. Great updates. Congrats on everything. Thank you so much, Matthew. Thank you very much. I definitely need to say hi in Tirana one more time. Good luck on your book. I'm excited to see it. Thank you. Yes, it's going to be free. I'm only going to be writing the first part of the book, and then we can reiterate. We can see based on the feedback what should be improved, and then we can write the next chapters again. I think that's going to be a good way to go about this, so that I can actually write something that really interests you. And of course, everybody is going to receive the book for free, and if you decide to support, your name will be in the book as well. An autograph. Yeah, maybe that's something we can do when we do the hardcover version of this. This is definitely something that we could do. Yeah. So, wow, this was a lot of ups and downs, great updates. Did you like the format where I shared just some numbers of what has happened and some of the videos that are going to be out and nominate the best commenter of the year? Did you like this format? Was it fun for you to watch? Right. See you with Food Geek. Such a great comment, Zermomia. Tomorrow there's going to be a video out with Food Geek trying to bake with my sourdough starter. And it's going to be a quite interesting result at the end as well. I've already had the chance to view the video. So check that out. Be prepared tomorrow on Food Geek's channel. Food Geek baking with my sourdough starter. Baking with Brad Pitt. It's going to be great. Super entertaining. It was a fun year review format. Love the format. I really appreciate the community creating Discord. It's nice sharing with others and provide feedback. No one has done something similar in the sourdough world. Thank you so much, Jose. That truly means a lot. Thank you. I'm trying my best. I think this is a great way to just connect bakers. First live stream I've ever watched. Very good format. Thank you so much, Mason. Highly appreciate it. Great about Food Geek. You are my favorite bread guys. Thank you very much, Summerdeep. To the only person joining from Twitch. Thanks. I hope this goes great for you. Let's see. I'm excited. Lol, I have to go do a stretch to fold. See you, Van Helsing. Thank you so much. Wow, a double header tomorrow. You guys keep me alive. Thank you. Yeah, then it's already been 1 hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to be sharing the links in the description of the video. If you're watching it later, please share your thoughts also in the comment section. Yeah, please keep saying Gluten Tag. Yes, actually, I stopped saying it in some of my videos as the first phrase because it's bad for the YouTube algorithm. Because people don't know what it means. And then they just stop watching the video. They bounce right away. It's terrible, isn't it? So now I'm trying to use it like at 30 seconds or something like that. But sometimes I just can't help it. So Food Geeks video, DevOps pair baking or gang baking. It's going to be a test with Brad Pitt. Is Brad Pitt really a game changer? Christian, got to get back to work. Have a great day. Thank you, Christian. See ya. So crazy, the YouTube algorithm. Yes, it is. It is. And it's not just on YouTube. It's on all the social media platforms. Please be aware of algorithms. I can't imagine my world without you now. Oh, thank you so much. Gang baking. Definitely a fun format. Thank you. Okay, then Thank you so much. May the gluten be strong with all of you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you had fun. And I will see you next in Food Geeks video. Please do check that out. I'll also be sharing it tomorrow. I'll be sharing the links in the description. And I will see you next with the updated sourdough starter tutorial. Thank you so much. Have a great evening and have a great weekend. And yeah, may the gluten be with you. See you. Bye.